So the core there is that our beliefs are going to drive our actions.
Yep.
And our core longings are going to drive our beliefs. And even if I say I believe this particular thing, like there's no excuses. Or, you know, in the religious world, like God is totally for me.
Right.
I might say those things.
Right.
And I might say that's my belief.
Yeah.
But what are my actions actually saying? Right. I come down hard on somebody. I come down hard on my kid. Right.
Yeah.
No, going back to the no excuses thing. I come down hard on them. But then when I'm by myself, what's happening? Right? When nobody's watching.
Right.
I say, I'm religious and God is totally for me.
Right.
But I'm constantly scanning every relationship that I have to make sure I'm not being disrespected, or I'm being respected, or I'm at the front of that conversation, or I'm the funniest guy in the room.
Sure.
Or I'm the smartest guy in the room. That was mine. I want to be the smartest guy in the room.
Yep.
It's the PhD thing. Right.
Right.
Those actions are showing me that my beliefs are false, right? So I can say these things and I could wish that they're true, but my beliefs are not lining up to my actions are lining up to my beliefs,
right?
Completely, but my stated beliefs are not lining up. And so to now take that, okay, this is what happened. What was my belief in doing that, right? So when I lost it. I had a challenging relationship with my youngest son, and I would lose it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would lose it. And when I really started to dial that back, right, there were challenging dynamics all around. But when I really started to dial that back, it was, you're making me look bad.
Ooh.
Right. And so in church, right, which can make an idol of being a father, being the good father.
Yep.
Right. Good fathers do this, good fathers do that, and then your kids do this, and your kids do that, and they go to youth group, and they don't steal knives, they don't run away, they don't end up in the back of a police car. Mine did, right? So what do you do with that, right? So then just being able to say, I made my own kid an idol, and I'm expecting things from that kid that he should never have to deliver and can't ever deliver, and then I'm freaking out on him when he doesn't.
Yeah.
Did he do stupid things? Absolutely. Did he need to be disciplined? For sure. Right. But that wasn't that's not what this was about. Like,
interesting.
You know, it was me losing my crap on a 12-year-old kid. Yeah. Because they're making me look bad.
Yeah.
So now that can either lead me to self-reflection or shame.
Right. Right.
I'm a piece of crap. I'm a terrible father.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go to all sorts of then behaviors that help me either forget that or prove that it's not true. Right?
Yeah.
So plenty of options, right? Plenty of options. Shame is a complete dead end, right? Because what it says is, guilt is I handled this really wrong. Yeah. I handled this wrong. I need to make amends. Yeah. I apologize to my kid. We set up some ways of doing things better. That's guilt. That can be healthy. Guilt without not addressing guilt, I believe, moves into shame. Yeah. And it can move pretty quickly. And shame says you are bad. Guilt is you did something bad. Shame is a value. Oh. Right? Yeah. That's you are worthless. You are this or that. And so you go into hiding and you go into like medicating. Yeah. So porn, adultery, whatever. It could be any working, it could be anything, but that's a hiding. So now let's say, so now I can go back, work my belief backwards and say, what was I really trying to get? Right. The lie I was believing was that my value is based in my kid's behavior. Yeah. There's plenty of messages out there to tell me that's the case. Yep. Right? Yep. I don't want to dog on church too much, but it's an easy target sometimes because I go to a men's retreat and it's like, hey, this is what good kids do. Or,
my kid's the Nobel laureate.
Exactly. Or like they go to 4 youth groups every night. And you're like, oh God, I'm such a loser. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen this meme, or I don't know, it's not a meme, but it's like a reel or something. It's like comparing, I need to find it again because I just saw it once. It's comparing like Mother's Day in church to Father's Day in church. Oh, and Mother's Day is like, you are a beautiful creation. Yeah. You're a beautiful woman of God. Yeah. Yeah. It's like awesome. They get roses. Yeah. Father's Day, you are not doing what God called you. Like it's totally like, rah, rah,
Yeah, yeah. Man up.
which is exactly, which is not fun. It's funny because it's so close to the truth. Anyway, so like really understanding, I have no idea where I was going with that, but
That's all right.
like really dialing that back to say what. So this was the belief. My value is based in what my kids do.
Yep.
My value is based in how my wife looks,
Right.
what she does, how much money I have. Like I could substitute any infinite number of things into that equation. In this case, it was just my kid was freaking out, right?
Interesting.
In very bold and public ways.
Sure. And yeah.
So now, like my belief system, my beliefs were not lining up, right? I said, no, my value is in God. My value is in Christ. Whatever language you want to use, right?
Yeah.
If you're more of the stoic route, right?
Yeah.
I can manage. I can manage myself. I can carry what I have control over,
Right.
and I put down the rest, right? Whatever philosophy you want to plug in there.
Yeah.
When I lost my crap with a 12-year-old kid, and I mean, I like it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like I was doing none of those things.
Right.
And my beliefs were off in the weeds of what do I truly believe? That my value is totally in the hands of a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty bad, which is not great. Right?
Yeah. All your values. Yeah. Being held by how good your son does.
Yes.
Interesting. So it makes me think about, when we think about that concept, what does that like if you look around in society, right? And we talk about, we're searching for true masculinity here.
Mm-hmm.
What does that, like, where does shame impact men from your estimation? Like, what are you seeing how shame impacts men in society now?
Mm-hmm.
Or how is it being weaponized or not?
Those are two conversations right there.
Yeah.
So where it's being used, I'll hold off on the weaponized part first.
Yeah.
Where it's being used is that we will check out. And I think that there were lots of ways for me to check out for a long time.
Yep.
Right. We can be emotionally distant. We can be uninvolved.
Yep.
We can hide behind work. We can, the old classic 50s hide behind the newspaper, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's all checking out. Now now it's on steroids. Right? We can be checked out in any number of ways.
Yep.
And just be scrolling. We can be
video games, sports.
Yeah, any kind of that.
When this silent, you'll be alone, far from friends in life. You'll spend your evenings getting stoned to numb the ache inside.